Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? So I just got home early from my Friday Night Magic draft. It was another chaos draft tonight. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night, so I was pretty out of it. So it's a chaos draft with lots of really weird stuff going on. So my first pack, I grabbed a pack of War of the Spark, Ravnica Allegiance, and Throne of Eldraine. But people were grabbing all kinds of weird stuff, as you can see here. There's even a Nemesis pack floating around and some Masters packs. So my first pack, I pulled Niv Mizzet as my mythic. So I'm like, yeah, if I can get that on the board and draft, that's probably going to be game over. So let's try going 5 colors. Yeah, 4 hours of sleep. What can I tell you? So my next card was an Abyssin Restored pack, and I found a Borderland Ranger. I was like, hey, this might actually work, because I can search my library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in my hand. That way I can grab whatever color I'm missing, right? After that, there was nothing else in the next pack, or the pack after that, or the pack after that, or the pack after that, that would really have helped that. I wanted to kind of go green base mainly, and try and pull off the 5 colors, and use a little bit of each color, but it just wasn't working for me. Ruined Servitor, or Ruined Servitor, nothing big there. So it seemed like every pack after that, I started getting really good red cards. So I kept pulling red cards out. But before I knew it, that's all I was getting was red cards. And I'm like, well, I can't run mono red. Obviously, I realized pretty quick that the 5 color thing wasn't going to work, because the Chaos draft, there was just there was only one pack of Ravnica, and that was the one that I got at our table. So there was only a possibility of 1 guild gate. So I had no dual lane capability. Most of the packs were like Amon Ket and Shadows of Innistrad and stuff, and Thrones. So no dual lands at all, really. So I kind of realized early on it wasn't going to happen with the 5 colors. And so I kind of started concentrating more on red, and then I was like, all right, I'll pull blue or black or something to go with the red, and try and do a 2-color deck. So I kept pulling all these red cards, and getting some pretty decent red creatures and stuff, but I trying to pull blue at first so I could get some, so I found this Island Walk guy. I was like, hey, anybody playing? I'm playing blue against. That's pretty awesome. Unblockable there. And I got a couple flyers. I got a Thunder Drake and a Zenith Seeker, but that was really it. That was all I could pull from blue. I guess some other people at the table were doing blue or something. So I started trying to grab some black stuff. Maybe I could go red and black, or even maybe red, blue, and black. So I grabbed a couple black cards, but I wasn't getting anything good in the other colors. It seems like every pack was really heavily loaded with red. So I just kept grabbing red stuff. So I ended up just going mono red. And while I did get some pretty cool creatures, I got a Skargan Hellkite Mythic, which Riot flying, and for a red and 3 colorless, you can do 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. If you got the +1/+1 counter when you rioted, so 5 for a 5/5 flyer that could, for 4 mana, do 2 damage divided as I choose among 2 targets. I was like, that is awesome. And he was awesome. He hit the board once out of 4 games, or 5 games, and he got killed immediately. So he didn't help me out much. Got the Angrus Marauders. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead. I could have won the game. I had him in my hand, but I got mana locked. So if I'd have been able to cast him on the board, I would have won my first round. But yeah, so the first game, I got nothing but mountains, which in a monocolored deck was pointless. I had like 3 lands in my hand that I couldn't even cast because I was doing 1 land per turn already. So I got kind of overmaned the first hand, and then the second hand, when I pulled him, I was mana locked. I didn't get enough mana to actually cast him, or else I could have won. Rampart Smasher I got out once, but he was a beast for a minute, but didn't help me win the game. Got a Hoarding Dragon. I did get an Ahiri. If her ability was not to a target tapped creature, she would have been a beast. But obviously people know not to tap creatures because they're going to get, killed. So a Devouring Hellion is kind of cool card, but you got to sack a bunch of creatures, which, you just don't have the expendable creatures in a draft. So, I got some decent creatures, but the problem was the mana curve. I don't know if you're noticing this, but they're all like 3 and 4 drops for the most part, or 5 drops. So I did get some flyers in red with the artifact, and I had a lot of haste. So I was able to, there was one game I just came out of the gate with a good hand and just trounced the guy immediately. It wasn't even close. He got like maybe 2 creatures out of the whole game. It didn't take me very long to kill him. But the other 4 games I played and the 2 rounds that I was there for, not good. Because once again, I could not pull any removal. My only removal I got was a Blazing Volley, which would have helped, but I never drew it once. And a Jaya's Greeting, which I did draw 1 time, and it did help, but I didn't get any Scorching Dragonfires or anything because there was only 1 Throne pack, and it didn't have a Scorching Dragonfire in it, unfortunately. I had the Tormenting Voice to draw 2 cards. Every time I used it, I ended up just getting land or something, so I didn't get anything useful. I had a Barge in that could have won me pretty much every game I lost. If I'd have gotten this in my hand, I could have won the game because I was within a couple life points on the opponent each time, just going full aggro on them. But I didn't draw this once in the whole thing. I kept drawing the Crystal Slipper. One of the times I got it out and didn't even have the extra mana to tap it because that was the game I was mana locked. It did come in handy in 1 game, but the game that I did win, I had it on the board, but I didn't even equip it, and I won the game. I got Brute Strength, which I used once to save a creature in combat, and that was it. So I just didn't get enough of any other colors to run multiple color, and I just kept pulling everything good red. And mono colors just don't seem to work very well in draft, especially with all the cards. I'm just not familiar with the old sets at all, so most of the packs I was getting handed to, I was like, I have no idea what I can do with this set or not do with this set, I just wasn't too familiar with the cards, so I failed miserably tonight. I played 2 rounds and then just went ahead and dropped because I went 0-2 and then 1-2. So at that point, there was no hope of placing, and I'm just exhausted because I didn't get any sleep last night. So I just went ahead and gave somebody a couple buys. so just went ahead and dropped. So I could come home and do a video and then go get some sleep. So I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of show everybody how miserable I did in tonight's Chaos draft. I really prefer the standard set drafts. I'm not big on the Chaos drafts just because I don't know the other sets well enough yet, because I'm still only 2 months back into the game after a 12-year break. So I literally don't know any of the sets well enough to draft them. The only reason I've been drafting Throne of Eldraine since I got back, and that set's fairly easy to figure out. And I've had kind of good and bad luck with it, depending on what I get, what pulls I get, and what kind of concept I go for in the deck that I'm building. But I do prefer to do just a single set so I can do my homework ahead of time and be prepared for it. The Chaos draft, there's no way to prepare for it. I did okay last week. I think I came in 4th with the Chaos draft, but I didn't expect to do that well. I think I just kind of got lucky. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys did in your drafts this weekend or tonight, Friday. And the arrangement of packs behind me, I'll post another video about soon. It's kind of a cool little thing I picked up, so I'll probably open those all on video. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys take care. Leave a comment what you think about Chaos drafts. If you prefer just a standard set draft, or if you like the Chaos drafts. Do you have a strategy for Chaos draft that might help me for next time? Let me know, because I'm just lost in Chaos draft just because I don't know the sets well enough. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Take care.